think I'm good. I think I'm good. Probably shouldn't be streaming tonight. Probably should do some stuff to actually, like, improve things, but I want to do some painting. I want to continue with what I've been working on. So, yeah, I am here. I'm here and I will continue to be here. Okay, where did I left off last night? I got all the black and green done on this librarian. My apartment burned down. That's what you missed, Ando. No, not actually. That's a full joke. That's not a funny joke. But that's meant to... No, last stream I got 5 models done with just the blue paint on them, and then I spent time putting on black paint and a bit of green paint on this librarian. That is all I have completed. I will be continuing doing the black paint because I think it's the next like numerous color I'm going to be using besides the orange. Plus, if there's like any mistakes I did with the blue, it's easier to cover than the orange. So, yeah, I'll go through with that and try to get that done. Let's get that shaken up and going from there. I am like... I got like different ideas pouring in my head because... Not about painting wise, just more for like the stream and all that. And now I'm like, oh, I really should be working on that, but at the same time I'm here. Actually, we're gonna put you to the side. I want to make you be like a treat. Because I'd really like to get... Oh, the Twitch is on point. You're a beta tester for Valve? That's amazing. How'd you get that? I will admit, it sounds like a fun job. I know it's just a lot of repeating the same stuff over and over again until something breaks. How's it going, Dorzo? I hope you're doing well this evening. I feel like I just picked the wrong brush for what I'm about to do. I will admit, initially the plan was not to stream today. Actually, today was going to be playing Magic with friends and all that, but I didn't get to work until like 6:20. And then to drive home and then drive an hour when they've already would have started wasn't worth it. How's it going, table? Hope you're doing well this evening. So, figured I'd pop on. I got the whole place to myself. For myself, I'm doing okay. I think I'm doing okay. I'm happy to be here. Happy to be talking with all you fine fellows. I am kind of astonished. Like, for me, last night we hit kind of a milestone that I never really expected I would hit. You just downloaded a game on your Steam Deck that's still in early access and is and it is limited. hard to explain on how I got it, but long story short, I got permission from a friend on Steam to become one. Oh, so you work for... Well, not that you work for Steam. You have access from Steam to work on games that they are testing to see if they'll go on their store or not. That's really cool. And yes, I know, the big 300. It's a small milestone, but it's still one I never really expected to actually hit on this channel. After trying to do stuff on this one for... I'm just trying to do stuff on here for like a while. It's a little astonishing. And I appreciate every single person that's here, watches what I do, and actually enjoys listening to my random topics, I guess. I don't know. I don't see what people find entertaining here, but I still appreciate it. Yes, you did talk about that last timetable. When you do start working on it, I want to see it. I do want to see your progress through it. It sounds like an amazing piece. Don't let it just be an idea. Actually start working on it. Dorzo said, I built the Sanguinor. I'm not sure how to pronounce that next one. Actually, I'm not sure how to pronounce those next two. And 5 more jump pack intercessors this week. Nice. I want to work on some jump pack guys soon. Oh, I realized I missed some spots on this guy. That's not good. Let's see. I appreciate that, Ando. I appreciate that. I don't know. I don't know where to go from that. But it is very much appreciated. I try to be humble. It's not always an easy thing, but at least knowing where other people stand or listening to other people and what they have to say or do, and listen, and just listen to everyone's creativity. There's so many creative people in this hobby. Like everyone that I've watched or viewed has inspired me to do stuff, and I want to try doing the same. Table says, very large base or a substitute for that, a running marine, most likely an assault intercessor. I plan on to get the Black Templar upgrade. I have some... Oh, I have him pointing the large sword at a traitor guardsman. Most likely will cut the blade from the Templar sword, grab the Azrael's sword arm, and put on the Templar. Oh, are you talking about... I think I know which sword you're talking about. Hold on. No, I put him away. He's not in my thing. But I know which one you're talking about. Are you talking about the sword that's, like, frayed out at the ends? It looks more like an executioner sword than, like, an actual pointed sword? Yeah, that's such a cool sword. I used that to make a proxy Judiciar once. Such a nice... It's a nice sculpt. Oh, excuse me. Can I get in there without damaging anything? Nope. This is not the best brush to be doing this particular stuff in. It is far too frayed at the end. No, I have not seen that. Are they actually doing like new tactical marines and all that? If they are, that kind of surprises me because like me personally, I'm not a fan of tactical marines. How they currently read in the data book is like, oh, you take a box and you can split it in two. Oh no, they're just releasing old minis. Oh, I guess for that group of fans that like the old school of, or the old looking form of Warhammer, which is fair too. I know that's a whole aesthetic people like. There's nothing wrong with that. I like my new stuff. And then what he said. The game you're currently playing, testing for Valve, is a hero shooter called Deadlock. You like it, although it's really... Oh, you really hate a hero... Well, you really hate hero shooters. What's up, Dream? Hope you're doing well this evening. Yeah, welcome back. I did check out your channel this morning, by the way. I really liked how you did the barn door. I thought that was very unique. At some point, I gotta watch how you did the metal roof on that video. At least I gotta watch that one. It inspired me to try some stuff when I start building terrain and all that. Well, you're welcome. You are very welcome, sir. Mm-hmm. That's a tough thing to kind of figure out. You always could try sculpting some of your own stuff if you really wanted to. Well, I hope you're feeling better now. I always like to say that personal stuff should come before anything else in your life. Like family, health, all that kind of stuff. Is chat popping up correctly? It is. Cool. Mm-hmm. Let's see what else we got. I will check them out in a moment, Dorzo. I kind of realize a lot of times I sidetrack myself and I feel like I don't get enough done during streams. So I gotta like dedicate a few minutes for that. I will actually let that sit. I'm gonna throw that in there. And I will pop over to Discord now. And... Oh! Wow, those are some old looking minis. Oh, I remember. I'm looking at the Space Wolf currently. I remember seeing stuff about that helmet, or maybe I'm thinking of a different model that had that, but Oh. I'll be honest, looking at all the old models, the one I like the most is the Chaplain. That old school looking Chaplain really fits the vibe for it. Huh. No. No, they're not. But at the same time, like, for me, it's a lot easier to put out a live stream than it is to work on a video and get it done. Which is why I've done it personally. Not that everyone can do it that way. No, Ando, you're not getting Mouse. Mouse is tired. He needs a nap. Yeah. I will definitely say the face for the Sanguinary Guard, I think, looked really good. Like, I can definitely see why people like it. I wish they sold the Dark Angel's helmet in general separately, because there's so many like captain or character models that I kind of want to throw that on, just because it's like such a good look. But I'm not even sure like where to start looking to get one of those. Okay. I think I got the backpack set. I'm sure there's a few spots I missed here and there. Best of luck, table. Okay. Yeah, I'm not so much sold on metal models just because I've heard they are such a problem. Do I play any other games? Tabletop mini games? No, I do want to try a couple in the future. But as for like what I do on the channel, I guess for mini games, just to say focus on that, like model stuff. I want to try Trench Crusade. I'd like to try the Fallout tabletop game at some point. I haven't been able to find any models for that in a while, so I'll have to like look that up. As for personally outside, Magic the Gathering is a big one that I do play. I play that more because my friends play it, not just what I do. But on the channel, I've done Space Marine 2 and Monster Hunter on here. Which, that does remind me, other content I do want to do on here eventually is some, like, cosplay stuff. Like, actually, well, not just cosplay, but also do, like, some film stuff. Like, I want to work on some props and make a couple short films if I get a chance to. One that's been in my head a little bit is, like, making a moving Tyranid head or, like, monster head. Kind of pull inspiration from like the early Alien and like Jurassic Park movies. Did I not get any paint? Yeah, now I did. But I gotta take the time to actually do that and work on that, and that is why I been trying to find like an actual outside of my office like workshop. I did say that. I did say that word, Ando. If you want to scream biomass, you're more than welcome to scream biomass. Do, 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 do. Okay. The Tyranids are cool. Oh, and here it goes. I'm glad you got it out of your system. Let's see if I can actually. But I do have a bigger workshop that I can do stuff in. I just need to set up Wi-Fi in there, and then I can start doing streams, and I have not done that yet. But honestly, I can just work on stuff off stream there, and I haven't done anything big yet. I thought about another project that I wanted to do. I've had it in my mind for a while. Orcs are so much fun to play. I don't play orcs. I find it fun to play against orcs. It's just simple, like, throwing. Like, can orc players be very smart? Yes. But the people I've played against, it's been fun just because it feels more fair in my mind playing against them. Like, oh, they send a bunch of boys, and then I shoot them with, like, my dreadnought, and I've killed 10 orcs. And then I don't feel so bad when I lose, like, 3 Space Marines. I wish you the best of luck, Dorzo. Oh, okay. I know I mentioned it in Discord. I had a little bit of conniption today. I am not a fan of engines and machinery. Like, okay, not all machinery, just machinery doesn't like me. Engines don't work well around me. I had to try getting an engine started when it's like 20 degrees outside, 23. It took me a half hour to get this damn thing running. I was screaming at it the whole time. Actually, at one point, I literally said the Omnisci, get this thing working, and it worked. I was like, why does that work? And then I commented in Discord that I fully believe that Machine Spirit exists, and Paint and Starfighter confirmed that they do exist. But that's my little rant on that. Jake, I hope you're doing well this evening. I hope your reading is educational. Do a lot of people come for you for tech support then, Dorzo? Or is it just at your job that's kind of like what you do? Not tech support stuff. Just like, oh, if something breaks, get Dorzo. He knows what to do. I'm going to hit one of these with... This brush has absolutely no tip, so I'm trying so hard not to make it spill and cause so much. Why, hello, Roy. What are you doing? You came in to do your daily bargain? Oh, so you are you're not tech support. You're maintenance, but I'm gonna call you tech support. So you are tech support. Oh yeah, I'm fully skipping over what Jake said. Politics are not a topic that I am going to dare touch on this channel. That is a minefield and a half getting into that. Yes. That is a very true, Dream. We come here to escape. Roy, why'd you open the door? Because now I can hear everything outside. I'm going to shut the door and you're going to be stuck in here, okay? You got to deal with that. Okay. I'm glad we're on the same page. From what I understand with like having money, it just amplifies you as a person. From what I have heard. I haven't experienced it, but if you're a good person and you have a lot of money, then you just keep being a good person. If you were not a good person and you end up with a lot of money, it's not, yeah. I say spend the 25. Spend the 25 and, you got a free Gravis Captain to do something fun with. Dorso, yeah, I deal with, motor drives and PLCs. I must commune with the machine spirits. I want to see a video. Okay. I want to see Dorzo do this, but I've seen videos of this. Where people get those, like, incense burners that are on, like, they put the incense in a ball, and then it's on a chain, and then they burn it, and it makes all the smoke. I want to see, like, the big machinery that you work with, Dorzo, and you pull that out, and then you just start like swinging it and just saying praise be the Omnissiah, may this like machine run or something like that. Is that a problem, Ando? Is that a problem with the British? I sure hope not. I'll admit, if it wasn't for the British, I probably wouldn't be here. Just in the grand scheme of things. Roy, I told you, once I shut the door, you're stuck in here. Okay. I will be back. You guys be good. I gotta use the bathroom. I'm actually gonna switch to the BRB screen. Okay, I am back. What are you all talking about? Oh, you actually did one Dorso? Jable's just reciting. God, what am I... Reading back on your guys' stuff sometimes is very hilarious. My 2 brain cells and 12 worms are very confused table. What? Wait a minute. Why are you giving Ando a lobotomy? If a lobotomy would be the opposite of what you want to do if someone is, Well, I figured that much. You are educating him on your country. But I feel like giving a lobotomy is the opposite to make someone smart. It is very much the opposite. Here we go. Nope, that's not even sticking. There we go. Listen, we don't lobotomy people here. We servitor them. We take them over to the admex. They give us a new servitor. How do you think I got these flesh hands that do all this work? It's very important. We can't let that industry die. The same thing. No, because if they're a servitor, they get all these cool little upgrade parts. If they get lobotomied... Are you actually genuinely asking, Ando? Because I will happily... I will not happily explain, but I will explain what a lobotomy is. To the basic knowledge I have on it. But it's also, I feel like, a weird topic that I could get flagged on. Is that an actual thing in the books that the tech priest will do? Pre-servitors? God, I think next time I want to insult someone, I'll call him a pre-servitor. The tech priests call the rejects that's in Dark Tide that? KX, my beloved. Oh. I gotta play Dark Tide at some point. I really do. I might take a second actually go check out what Dorzo sent earlier, because I am interested to see what Tech Priest Dorzo has sent. Hey Chaplain, welcome! Welcome to the stream! I hope you're doing well. I'm about to take a little side quest. Hey, Neo! Yeah, there is no heresy to see here whatsoever. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, you're not getting one. Heresy inspection. I fully submit to this heresy inspection. There is no heresy here whatsoever. I am working on Space Marines. We are a Imperium loving channel here. I was actually just about to check what Tech Priest Dorzo has sent. I want to watch the video. My fear is once I click on it, the noise is going to just start playing on stream. Okay. I'm sorry, chat. I have to take away your noises. I'm going to take this away so I can listen to this. Oh, wait. There's no noise to begin with. Christ, those are some big ass machinery. That's red hot fucking metal. Holy crap, that's loud. Oh my lord, that is beautiful. I love it. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Sorry for the little distraction. Hey, no! Those are my Space Marines! I'm sorry, hearing the noise from that foundry still kind of shocked me, but that is amazing. That is some amazing stuff that you get to work on, Dorzo. They're our Space Marines. They are the Emperor Space Marines. They are the Emperor Space Marines. There is no our, there is only Big E. Ooh, I actually saw a Instagram reel before stream that kind of sums up the reason why I play Imperials. Or Ando, no mouse. The more you ask, the more I keep them away. I don't remember the name of it. I did just start following this one on Instagram. The guy dresses up to look like the Emperor. He's got like a golden wreath above his head, and he like has a purple robe and like long black hair that he wears. I'm just describing the guy. He's posted some really good shorts that or really good clips I like. But yeah, the reason why I play Imperium, it is because they're humans. I will always choose humanity over any other faction or species or anything within 40k. I am human. I choose to play human. It is where I stand. I stand with humanity. you guys really want mouse? Do you guys really want mouse that bad? Here's mouse. There you go. There's mouse. Oh, Lord. Do not consume my mouse. Do not... Listen, chat, you are mouse. Mouse is you. You are mouse. So be good with mouse. I also realize I am missing spots here and there all over the place. He is very cute. I'm very happy with him. This damn brush. It's to the point of just being a dry brush at this point. Its end is way too frayed. This might be the very first, like, army painter brush I have. Or the first one I ever actually got. So it is served its time well. Yes, mouse is very round. I like mouse being round. Round mouse is good mouse. That is not the first time you've said that fact. Oh, an actual fact that I like about a certain African rat is that they have trained, I think it's like the African giant rat or something like that. They've trained it to actually sniff out landmines that are still buried from like previous wars and all that. And it's light enough to not trigger the mines so that it won't go off. So like the rats are still alive and all that stuff. Sure. I'm not lying. This is an actual thing that you can look up and like see. I mean, yes, there's probably been a couple that have exploded, but these are actual rodents that are like saving human lives and all that, and I think that is amazing. Normandy, but it's just a bunch of rats. Honestly, you know, some Americans, you could probably call a rat on D-Day. Like, I'm picturing like some guy from like New York or Boston just being like, I'm not sure how to fully describe what I'm picturing. But they don't look rat-like. It's just like their nickname or something is like Rat or something like that. Just like Rat McGee or Cheeston the Third. Okay, can I actually get where I want to get with this brush? God, that's a weird name. Cheeston? Where did I pull Cheeston out of? I am actually going to use that for my next D&D character. I'm going to name him Cheeston. How's it going, Average? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good evening so far. And all that. We're just gonna... Let's see. Oh, if you're talking about trying to get the 1,000 points done within a week, I completely failed that. That is fully failed, but I'm still working on that 1,000 point list just to get it done. To be honest, the week that I decided to do that challenge, I did not plan properly. My week started with the first 2 days of no building or work getting done because of a snowstorm. And then I spent my weekend helping a friend build up his Chaos Army. They're not my models, they're his, so don't worry, Chaplain. I know you're gone, but you're always watching. What? What? My jaw physically dropped when I was reading that, Ando. What? Would you do that, Mouse? I don't know. Now I feel like I need to put Mouse away. Joke. I don't think that is a proper joke. Because I fully believe that could be a thing. Wow, I'm being a yawning idiot right now. Is YouTube censoring like what you're trying to send? I feel like tonight will be a good night if I can get the Reavers and Scouts done. Not like fully painted done, just like the black painted on them. I feel like that would be a good night. Oh wait, are you asking what Ando sent that made me drop my jaw, or what? What's up? I didn't want read it off because. Hey, Light, you're about to hear some weird stuff in a second. Ando said, I saw a man get his brain, lungs, heart, left leg, right ear, neck, nose, both eyeballs, stomach, and all of his hair, and his pinky toe ripped off and consumed by a mouse. 10 out of 10, I fear mice. That is what Ando sent and did not go through on your end. Yeah. I told you, Light, you were gonna be fully caught off guard. That is something Ando said in chat. And I don't know how many people actually saw that. Maybe that was censored by YouTube and no one else saw that. But I read that on my end. And now all of you have that information. Boop, 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 boop. Jake was probably the man that put the mouse in the room with that man. That is probably what happened, if I had to guess. He seems like the type of character that would have a mouse like that. But thank you. I am happy with them. I've gone 3 out of the 5. I've gone, well, it's going to be 3 out of the 5 done with the black paint. This will be number 3. But I should do a different brush because you guys can't really tell, but this one's starting to, well, not start. It's frayed really bad at the tip. So it's less useful as doing all this precise stuff and more like I'm going at it with a flat shovel and trying really hard not to overspill on any other parts of the model that I've already painted. I always can never remember which one I should do first, whether it be the blue paint or the black paint. I'm thinking in the future I should do black first and then blue, just for the fact that if I spill, it's easier to cover up the black than it is the blue. Excuse me. I gotta decide what time this month I do a community day stream. I am going to continue doing Monster Hunter when I do a community day stream, just because I enjoy playing that with chat. Well, what I've done last month was I played Monster Hunter World with chat, but I'm also open to do like Space Marine 2 or some other game that like the community can play in as well. Or I'm also open to suggestions on, in general, like what maybe the community wants to see. I know Space Marines is on the table. Dark Tide. Dark Tide, I gotta see if I can actually like run on my computer. Space Hulk, Deathwing. I'll have to take a look at it. Oh, wow. Even though I like these little wings on the back of the backpack here, I am not going to put those on any of my Reavers again in the future. They are too small and finicky to try and line up correctly. And can I get it where I don't touch the helmet? Yeah. There are some other parts that I need to touch, but yeah. They remind you of the no-wing of the Sanguinary Guard. Wow, that was a tongue twister. So you to the side. I know I gotta do more with you. This guy and this guy on the Reavers left to do. And then... yeah, I guess I gotta still finish building the next 5 Reavers. I got them sitting like over there. They just need helmets in their backpacks. And I got like, what, one more body left? How many am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4. I got one more to do. At some point I gotta build those guys. Are you talking about the models that you and Dorza were complaining about? What is the Black Reach? I have never heard of the Blackreach before. The Assault on Blackreach. I am going to have to Google that. Why do you need more of those, Dorzo? Okay. Fair enough. I approve of your purchase. But as compensation, I want more videos of your Metal Foundry in progress, being worked on. I would like to see more. Maybe they expect people to buy the Combat Patrol and the Upgrade Sprue. I mean, that was a full-on joke, to be honest, Dorzo, but I really enjoyed the one you did send, so if you have more, I am always down to see more. Ooh, I had a little idea pop in my head. I kind of want to make a poll and see what my community's favorite chapter or legion is. Just to be like, oh, out of like the 18 original chapters, is it 18 or 19? I know there's like 20 or 22 original legions, but I'm going to say 18. Like, what do people really enjoy? Okay. Everyone's commenting, but it's not in the poll. We'll cover that one in. I'll make it at some point. I'll remember to make a poll. Imperial Fist do have some good successor chapters. I am not a big fan of all the decals that I get in my box. I know Ultramarine isn't every single one. I will make sure to do 2 then. I will do 2. 1 for Loyalist and 1... Well, I figured doing 1 and having the Loyalist and Trader on there just to see in general, but I can certainly do 2 separate ones. Is that a threat? Are you threatening me, Ando? Is that a threat or a promise? Because I will do it now out of spite. I will purposely forget. Oh, well, now I'm not going to. Now I don't want to. I'm not going to do it now out of spite. You all can thank Ando for that. Do. I'll make the decision for you, Average. My brother, you are a son of Perturabo now. Love it. You know what I put in my coffee in the morning? Nothing, because I don't drink coffee. You know what I put in my tea? Spite. Spite is what I wake up for in the morning. Damn it. If it ain't spite, it ain't right. Who's Peter Turbo? It's Perturabo. Perturabo's nickname is Peter Turbo. I watched a video on that Dorzo. That was kind of interesting to listen to. Hanzu and Peter Turbo just playing 40k together. Let's see. I will recite my list. I need to focus up for a second. I'll hit this because I don't like the white just being right there. Okay. I'm going to throw that in, and then I will do the list. I don't know. I'm not good at making lists or anything like that. So, I can't promise. I'm going to take a quick swig, and then we'll go from there. Okay. So, the 1,000-point list that I am trying to do. I plan on using it for a crusade, but I think I'll just keep doing 1,000-point box. Anyway. I have a 5-man squad of scouts. I have a 5-man squad of reavers. Actually, no, not a. It's going to be a 10-man squad of reavers because I got 5 more to make. I got a 5-man squad of Inceptors, I think is their name. Or no, not non-Inceptors. They're infiltrators. I have a warsuit. I forget its name. It's like It starts with a V. It's the like stealth warsuit. I got that. I have a impulsor. I have a gladius lancer. I have a 3-man squad of eliminators. These guys are pretty much done. I gotta do like a few. I gotta do like upgrade painting on them. And for characters, I have a librarian in Phobos armor, who I am running with the infiltrators. I have a lieutenant in Reaver armor, obviously going with the Reavers. Yes, Invictor Tactical Warsuit. Thank you. Also, because it's a crusade, and so I can get more honor points and all that stuff, I will also have a librarian. He will have nobody to lead until I upgrade one of the units into a proper Space Marine army. So yeah. I take offense to that. Table. But that's okay. Not everyone has to also like your particular chapter or stuff like that. I actually haven't really taken a thought about it. I don't know what my least favorite chapter or Space Marine Legion is. Oh. Are you talking about the Raven Guard, Ando? Is it Raven Guard or the Night Lords? Iron Hands, I can agree with, but I don't, like, hate them. There's no particular chapter that I just straight up, like, hate. I think it's one of the traitor ones that I dislike the most. Emperor's Children. I really don't like Emperor's Children. I'm not a big fan of their models. I'm not a fan of the way they look. Emperor's Children just are not... They're just not the ones for me. I do have to do touch up on you at some point here and there. I think people just dislike Iron Hands from like what like I don't know, someone said they're just boring, which I can see that. I think when there's not like a particular thing just to grab someone's attention, they just get bored of it. Which, I feel that. I get that. I am, like, breaking this brush currently. I'm trying to get the paint that's stuck up on it gone. this. I like that list. That sounds like a good list there, Light. I don't know if I'd run them with the Vanguard list, though, because it sounds like you don't have any Phobos Marines. Okay. Let's see if I can get... Can't really believe I missed quite a bit. I need to stop using the white primer and just stick with dry brushing. I thought it would be quicker, but no! It's more... If you run, if you want to use the Vanguard one, it works really well with having Phobos Marines. Like, every unit that I've listed is all Phobos, and it would run relatively okay, or it would run in that detachment for the Vanguard and all that stuff. It can be tough, I think, to run that detachment sometimes. Because a lot of their things are very situational when it comes into that detachment. I'm trying to think of, like, a Phobos unit that you can use, or at least that I've used, that I like their ability for, is the Infiltrators. They make it so that a unit cannot set up within 12 inches of deep strike. How's it going, Andrew? Yeah, thank you. I know I'm doing a custom Space Marine chapter. I know they look like Ultramarines, but they're not. I am working on a custom Space Marine chapter, trying to get at least a part of my pile of shame done. It's not gonna look very pretty. I need to switch up this brush. If that is your list, Light, then I would look at the Gladius Task Force. A lot of people say that one's pretty good, and it's like a general good one. What did I just say? Oh yeah, you just start with the base coat, so that makes sense. Yeah, I'm trying to do all this with speed paint. I want to be kind of like... I was trying to do a challenge when I first started these guys, and I wanted it to look... I want to be quick, but also look good, and I end up changing halfway through. For those curious on what the Marines look like, thank you. I'm actually going to pull up an image that I've used, or that helped me come up with the paint scheme. Let's see if I can find it. I could just grab a model and show it, but let's see. Where is it? There it is. I'm going to shrink it down a little bit. We're gonna... put it right there, and boop. Okay, there we go. Now I also need my brush so that I can point and show. So, this is the color scheme I'm going with for my chapter. I call my Space Marine chapter the Executioners of the Abyss. I'm mostly a blue armor paint scheme. I tried to use my 3 favorite colors when doing this, which is blue, orange, and green. Also as my little self here. I wanted to make this chapter out of my 4 favorite Space Marine Legions. I used... My bad, it's off to the side. It's made up of my 4 favorite Space Marine Legions. I don't like doing the different colored helmets, so I decided, because their homeworld's very primal and all that stuff, in order to upgrade to the next rank, they need to get a scar on their face physically. It's very easy as a Space Marine to do that. So to signify it, they do a scar across the helmet. That is a sergeant. A orange and black scar is a lieutenant. And then a captain, I might change it. It might be 2 black stripes. It might be 2 orange stripes. I don't know yet. I need to work on a chapter symbol, because I have not sat down and done that yet. I will put that away. I do have a different color scheme for First Company. So, first, this is a intercessor in the paint scheme I just talked about. So yeah, also, I do not show... Have I seen the Executioners? They're pretty... I guess not directly, I haven't. I can probably look up that chapter at some point. But yeah, this is all through 2nd and 10th Company, is this color scheme. This is the guy I have as a sergeant and all that stuff. He was the first model I actually tested the color scheme with. And all First Company, I do black armor with blue trim, still keeping the silver and all that stuff. I know it's kind of hard to see with the light. So yeah, I will admit, I stole this color scheme from a homebrew chapter called the Seraphim of the Abyss. I believe that is the name fully. I painted up like a kill team and a few other models in that scheme. Realized I wanted to switch something different. Did not want to strip down those models, so I just decided I'd make that my first company. So, I'm also going to look up these executioners that you were talking about. Oh, that's a cool symbol. What's their color scheme? Silver with like a loincloth, brass for their heraldry. And they're an Imperial Fist successor chapter. This is on a homebrew website, I believe, from the way I'm looking at it. I will then pop back over here. And I will continue. Did you know... What? They can? How can you have a lieutenant with 2 melee weapons? Oh, they're not homebrew? Oh. I might have a model then that I can run as a lieutenant, which would be really fun. Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, I gotta sit down and put my like lore in a Google Doc and all that stuff, not just sitting inside my head, collecting dust and all that. Ooh, I have a model that I might actually do that with now. Where was I? Trying to stay focused on this stuff. I'm actually gonna mess with my light real quick. There, now I can see better. Oh, yes! I have seen that! I have seen that model. That is a really cool model. Let's see, I think that will be there and there. Yeah, let's just brush that on. Well, if you don't have a body, I could suggest a model that you could turn or use for that. Oh no, you do? You do have a model? Okay. Andrew says, with your main project, you've been so far in Stormcast in AOS using red, bronze color scheme, but no backstory so far. But you love the lore of the Stormcast and what makes them different from Space Marines. Stormcast do have some really good models. I I want to get into Age of Sigmar at some point. Good night, table. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Get some rest. I should probably do the same in like a half hour or so. I do have like a Seraphim box. Or no, not Seraphim. Seraphon. The Lizardmen. I have that old Spearhead box that I've like slowly tried to build over and over again. But it's been, I don't know. I just got so much like with the Space Marines to do and all that. That it's sometimes hard to move over to another army or model and work on that. Okay, was there anything else? His backpack. I always forget about the backpack. I grew up being a dino kid, and that's why I love them so much. You got lizard people that ride on dinosaurs? Sold. I am fully sold. Actually, that's kind of also the inspiration for, like, my Space Marines homeworld is... Actually, to go into my Space Marines, like, lore for a little bit. Their homeworld is obviously a death world. It's a mixture between the first and second Jurassic Park and Monster Hunter all combined into one. Oh yeah, Lizardmen lore is tight as hell. Now that felt weird saying that. I didn't like saying that. Oh yeah, during like my high school career, I loved Monster Hunter. It was so much fun to play. I really got into Monster Hunter world. I enjoyed watching these big giant creatures and all that stuff, and also just it made me think of just being like a dino kid again and all that stuff. So, like, the chapters I pulled inspiration from... Well, my 4 favorite, which were the inspirations as well, are Salamanders, Dark Angels, Space Wolves, and Iron Warriors. You have an addiction to making bits out of a tin can? Were you just, like, making Space Marine arms and stuff like that out of a tin can? That's pretty impressive if you can do that. We are going to toss this side. That brush is done. I feel that. I feel that because I'm tempted to do a Chaos Army just for those models, but I don't have room or space to do another army. Oh, Capes Imperium. That's actually really smart. That's actually really smart, Light. To use, like, the tin can and all that stuff. Okay. We are going to... That's much better. That's a much better brush than what I was using. it works really well too because like it's you can still move it with your fingers, but it's stiff enough to hold its shape. I might have to steal that idea for when I need some purity seals or a cape made. I hope you're okay with that. I will admit, it's... So, going back to, like, something that Andrew said, it's kind of weird going into a new edition of 40K, because I still feel like I'm just learning 10th edition, and all the rules for that, and now I'm going to be experiencing a whole new, like, way of playing. I don't know if it'll be that much different. I'm going to keep playing 10th edition until, like, maybe 13th edition or 15th edition comes out. If there's some sort of drastic change, then yeah, I will change and play a newer edition, but I've only been in this hobby for like 2 years now. I still feel like I've only been into it for like a year. And I'm still trying to learn. I'm still trying to get a grip on everything. I did have a Slanesh Chaos Warband that the Chaos Lord main obsession is Tacticus and Tactics and Perfection on the Sun Tzu on it, a Sun Tzu Slanesh champion. That sounds like a really interesting warband to try out. Or just an interesting concept, I mean. Don't know if I have any tin cans laying around here. I know my desk doesn't look like it, but I try to keep this place relatively clean. And... and I'll just hit that. I know I probably shouldn't. I kind of do want to get a Terminator, no, a Ancient in Terminator armor, but I don't really have a use for it in my army. Like, I already have 2 Ancients. I'm just going to run those in my army. Holy crap. Did I get the Reavers fully set? I think I did. Reavers are all based with the black. I'm sure 11th will be. I mean, there's been plenty of, like, kinks and stuff to work out on, 10th and all that. Okay, I think I'm going to do green pants. No, brown pants, The orange kneecaps? Oh yeah, we get a. You just steal. I was gonna say we also get like a big like return as well, from like returning our cans. Okay. Let's give. Come on. I think just getting the Reavers done is all I'm gonna end up doing. You don't have to apologize about your spelling. I just can't read worth a damn. Reading is not my strong suit. So sometimes I will just say like I don't know how to pronounce that and just not read it to save myself the trouble of trying to say some stuff. An achievement. Let's see, what did you just say? Or let me just read that out. And sorry for my spelling, but I would like to try and express the other side of Slanesh as it feeds on excess and obsession, so you can have a pretty much tactical genius in a Slanesh champion. I mean, yeah, they do strive for perfection, so if they can perfect war, then I guess play into that. Oh, so now you got me kind of thinking here a little bit, Andrew. Would a perfectionist Emperor's Champion be a better tactical genius or just better at tactics than a Ultramarine? Like, I know Ultramarines are like known for being like logistical and all that stuff, but like if Emperor's not Emperor's Champ. Wow, I am way more tired than I thought. I can't even get this thought across. The idea I'm thinking is like, could an Emperor's Children beat out an Ultramarine in like what an Ultramarine's good at? Because the Emperor's children is so focused on being perfect about it. I will admit, my energy level started, like, if this is just my energy level, my energy level before stream, like, started, like, here. It feels like it's here right now. Brain is sleepy. It is almost 10 p.m. where I am. I usually try to start these at 7, but my day just did not go as I hoped. Oh, excuse me. I don't think I'll be streaming tomorrow. I think tomorrow I really need to kind of sit down and get some stuff sorted here on the channel. Gotta find a way to reach a wider audience and keep improving here. They might, if they haven't like updated the model or anything, I feel like within this year, then they're just gonna move it over to Legends. Where we at with stuff? I know it's not fun, but I am more exhausted than I thought. I think I'm just going to call it here for the night, folks. I do apologize about that, but I need rest, and I'm sure all of you overseas or stuff like that, or just even here, should get some as well. I will do my little spiel, and then I will be gone for the rest of the night. Okay, I'm glad you answered that, Andrew. If you enjoyed the content here and if you enjoyed the content here and you want to see more of it, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. If you want to be a part of the community and stuff like that, and share whatever hobby you have, whether it be Warhammer, like any sort of craft hobby, cosplay, filming, writing, whatever, I have a Discord. It's completely free to join in my channel description. You can come, hang out, be a part of the community, all that stuff. If you want to support the channel in a physical way, I do have a Ko-Fi. You don't have to donate to it. But if you do, all the proceeds for that just go into making the channel better and getting upgrades and hiring editors at some point and all that stuff. But with that all being said, you don't have to do that. Just having you here, lurking, hanging out, and chatting is more than enough. So, with that all being said, I want you to go out there and make something awesome. I know you will.